Brace yourselves, because we're about to dive into the ultimate nightmare, where the very ground beneath your feet betray. These are the split seconds where life changes forever, caught on camera by those who barely made it out alive. From massive mountain collapses to urban arrests, we are analyzing the raw, terrifying physics of nature. Watch closely, because the difference between survival and disaster is measured in inches. Let's break down. Physics 101. Once the center of gravity shifts on this slope, the excavator stands zero chance. Heavy machinery operators often underestimate soil saturation, turning a workday into a survival situation. A boulder the size of a van misses that sedan by inches. In a landslide zone, never stop to look, maintain forward momentum to clear the potential impact path immediately. Structural failure due to foundation erosion. When the slope is saturated, even the strongest brick walls lose their shear strength and transform into a pile of rubble. Notice how the internal tension holds for a split second before the weight of the masonry overcomes the remaining friction. This is why building on steep, unreinforced slopes is a $1 million gamble. This massive geological event proves that infrastructure is no match for millions of tons of shifting earth. The dust cloud indicates the extreme force and air displacement of the impact. A deep-seated failure on a highway. The dark color of the mud indicates high water content, which acts like a lubricant for the debris. If the mountain moves, the road is a trap. Observe this desert debris flow. Even without local rain, flash floods miles away trigger these mud trains. Filming this close is extremely dangerous. These flows can surge in volume and speed without warning. In an earthquake, notice how unsecured items become projectiles. The dog senses the P-waves before the humans, but drop, cover, and hold on remains the gold standard for survival. This mountainside collapse shows the power of air blast. The falling earth displaces air so fast, it creates a localized windstorm, carrying debris far beyond the actual slide zone. Total panic on the road. This is human negligence standing in a known rockfall zone to watch. When the first small rocks fall, you have seconds to evacuate, not record. A quarry collapse illustrates the danger of oversteeping slopes. When the angle of repose is exceeded through mining, a catastrophic slide is the only possible scientific outcome. The kinetic energy of these boulders can pierce an engine block. Stopping under a cliff during a storm is a risk. Keep your eyes on the slope, not just the road. Notice the trajectory of the terrain acts as a launch ramp. The white car's escape is pure luck. This highlights the critical need for roadside catch fences in high-risk mountainous regions. Even in snow, the danger is real. Rooftop slides are caused by temperature shifts, reducing friction. Heavy snowpack falling from overhead can be fatal for pedestrians below. This jumping fish phenomenon often precedes environmental shifts or rapid changes in water pressure. Nature often gives subtle warnings before the major geological events take place. The scale of this avalanche is staggering. The powder cloud travels faster than the dense core, making it impossible to outrun. Always check local avalanche advisory levels before entering high slopes. In high wind events, debris is the real killer. It's not just the speed, it's what the wind carries. Seeking shelter in a low-lying interior room is your only survival tactic here. Observe the total loss of soil cohesion. This house is essentially floating on a river of mud. This is a tragic lesson on the importance of proper geological surveys before construction. This mud flow is an urban nightmare. The debris blocks drainage, forcing water to seek new, destructive paths through homes. Survival means moving uphill the moment the roar starts. The lesson is clear. Nature is unstoppable. Respect the terrain, stay alert, and move fast. Smash that like button, subscribe for